doing another show, 1 hour or so. So, welcome. And my name is Ed. I thought I'd do another quick show today. And if you guys are joining me for the first time, I'm Ed. I'm a Kona coffee farmer. Most of you guys, I think I recognize. So, thanks for coming back. I've been, I'm going to stay focused, or should I not be focused? I don't know. Shifter, how you doing? So, I was at Heiko today, which is one of our local coffee shops, and I saw my coffee, not mine, but our Hawaiian coffee being grown and being sold. And you know what they were selling it for? $35 for 8 ounces. So obviously I'm doing something wrong. $35 for although on the other hand, I did see Costco had 100% Kona for 8 ounce for 23. So maybe I'm doing something right. I don't know. I don't know. Well, I was doing our 8 ounce for 21. You need water? Here you go, darling. So depends on your perspective, right? So coffee prices in Hawaii are all over the place. I don't even know. You basically, I guess people are just charging whatever people will pay. And you know what? Most people don't know the difference between Kona and Hawaiian coffee. They want to know the difference except at the coffee station. And I actually paid $9 for a cup of coffee today. And it wasn't even that good. So there's a wide range. The freshness of the coffee makes a huge difference. The a lot of in the middle. I'm in the middle. I'm ready for bed. You're ready for bed. I'm ready for bed. Thanks, Umar. Where are you coming from? Where are you coming at us from? Detroit? Is that a what hat are you wearing there? What's that hat? I can't see. Is that a sports hat? I'm not driving. I'm just sitting in the car in the parking lot. Wisconsin, nice. We had a guy from Wisconsin. So see, I'm just sitting at the beach here. I do sell our coffee locally. We supply local coffee shops with unroasted coffee. We sell our coffee at Down to Earth in stores, and we have a bunch of local natural food stores that carry our coffee. Um, we used to be in some larger retailers, but then we weren't able to keep up with the demand. So and then whatnot and the internet. So yeah, so if you guys have ever never tried Hawaiian coffee before, let me do some giveaways too. Been giving away so much coffee. All I want to do is give coffee away. I want everyone to know about this coffee. I hope you guys will make my coffee your daily drinking. That's why I make it a little bit cheaper than our competitors, um, especially the Hawaiian. I'm gonna have this off grade that Sandon asked for, which I'm gonna do for 19. I think I'm gonna do it for $19 a pound. So it's like $1 more than your Pete's, but it's gonna taste better. It's gonna taste like Kona coffee. But again, no guarantees. It may affect you the same way. I know the Hawaiian coffee, it never gave me stomach aches, but what it did do is it did make me take poops. I did poop. I did want to run. I did get the coffee enema from the OG. But maybe some of you like that. I've been growing coffee for 12 years now. And I've had ups and downs. We did get hit by the coffee leaf rust quite a bit. We've replanted a lot of coffee this year. It's not easy to grow the coffee, especially if you're working alone. A lot of weed whacking. We're organic farm too. Never been on a raid train shifty. Don't know what that is quite. But I do. Let's see. What do we have that's unique today? I know you guys love I haven't. Oh, you know what I should run here? I think what I'll do is I'm gonna run. Let me see. Okay, I've got some. This is a treat for you guys. And people who ordered on the 21st, I dropped off the coffee on Saturday. So you're gonna get it in the next few days. I know it doesn't show that it's scanned yet, but I dropped it off on Saturday. I did it myself. I always do the messed up orders myself, and so it definitely way out there. I know it says it didn't get sent, but it's I dropped it off. So you're gonna get it in like 2 or 3 days. What is it? Is it Monday today? You're gonna get it like tomorrow or the day after. So I definitely dropped it off. So I do have something special today. It's a Hawaiian Katura. So it's the Hawaiian grade of the Katura. We got a little bit of that milled out. We got 50 pounds. So I will give you a chance to get the Hawaiian Katura. And then I have your Kona Estate, the medium on sale. So let's start with the Hawaiian Katura. I only have these in the larger bag. So if you guys have had the Kona Katura, this is almost the same as the Kona Katura, but I'm giving it to you guys for the price of Hawaiian. So this is a 12-ounce bag of our Hawaiian Katura. I only have 50 pounds of this, so it's a Hawaiian grade of the Katura coffee that we just roasted. The Katura coffee is the only coffee that we have that isn't grown on the same trees as the Kona coffee, Haylock Radiance. It's a coffee where the fruit doesn't turn red; it actually only turns yellow. It's a denser bean, tastes like has a honey finish to it, and so this is a great chance for you guys to try the Katura if you didn't get a chance to try it in the Kona grade. I only have 50 pounds of each. I think it's 40 pounds of each. 40 pounds of the medium. I mean the dark. I think it was 40 pounds of the light. Mm, yeah, and 40 pounds of light Katura. So kind of unique item that we have today. And yeah, we can do this. So let me so Hawaiian Katura coffee. And so the Katura coffee is more savory, a little bit sweeter, more kind of a plum wine flavor than a raisin flavor. So subtle difference, but definitely richer, sweeter, and more savory than our standard Kona. It's the only coffee that we grow that doesn't grow on the same trees as the rest of our coffee. We just finished this roast, and I only have I think 40 pounds of each, and it is a rarity. So all of our coffee is all grown in Kona. So in a way, we only have one. We we have this Katura, which is a sub variety, which we only have once in a while, and then everything else is all grown on the same trees, but they're graded differently. We have a Hawaiian grade, estate prime. We have an extra fancy and a peaberry. All of those are grown on the same tree, so same basic flavor profile. Then we have this Katura, which is a sub variety that we only have a few hundred pounds of. Actually, only 50 pounds left of each of the Hawaiians, which is the cheaper non-Kona Katura, but still Katura. Then we have five roasts, right? We have the white, the light, the medium, the dark, and once in a while we'll have an extra dark. So we have all the combinations of those, but it depends on what. I don't roast all of them all the time, so we don't always have everything in stock. So I try to roast 10 pounds here, 10 pounds of this, 20 pounds of this. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. We have a large number of different kinds of individual coffees. I don't have this white or yellow Katura Hawaiian in samples. I only have them in the 12-ounce bags. But why don't I auction one of each? So I'm going to auction one 12-ounce bag of the dark yellow Katura, and this is more savory. It is rare, right? It's subtle difference, but it's definitely more savory. A more somewhat of a fermented honey flavor. What happened with that? Did it die? Oh, oh, sorry guys. What you do? Here, you want to watch Amazon? And this is rare, so this is the value of this is actually much higher than your standard Hawaiian. Um, but letting you guys get whatever it goes for here. $24. You got the first purchase. You're gonna spoil yourself, Timeless, because this is the only time we're gonna have this yellow Katura until October. So we only have a little bit of this yellow Katura in the Hawaiian grade. I'm not applicable. You're not allowed to buy any more coffee, unfortunately. So some of you guys are gonna have to miss the yellow Katura in the Hawaiian because I know you. Can you pick it? Yeah, pick the one you want. Sorry, guys. I got my daughter too. All right. So, and then I'm gonna do a bag of the light Katura, but I think that's all I'm gonna do for now. Was because you guys are. I don't know. It's hard to tell the difference, right? If you don't know what you're getting into, I don't spend the time to really tell you, and it's hard to find a comparison. Where's my yellow Katura here? But I will do one bag of the light yellow Katura. Uh, Hawaiian dark. There we go. Okay, here's one bag of the light Katura, and this one you really taste the fermented honey finish. You taste this fermented mead. You ever have like a mead, like a honey kombucha or a honey honey beer? That is what you're going to taste here. Here's a light couture, so you really taste flap caliph. I tried some of that katua you sent, flap caliph, and it was good. The beans are really small, though. I want to show people how small the beans are. Tiny, tiny beans. So this is our light medium Hawaiian Katura. Um, you know, I think in all of Kona only grew about 600 pounds of Katura. And Umar, it's definitely worth winning on this one. Hopefully you win this one. And this, we only got about 100 pounds out of a Hawaiian Katura, which is the smaller beans, but has the same flavor profile. Definitely worth. Glad you won that one, Umar. And Umar won a giveaway before, too. So you're doing well today. And so that's I'll do one of each of those. And then maybe we'll get more serious about it. It is, yeah. That could. I've noticed Maui coffee does tend to be smaller beans, um, and it could also be the sub variety of the Katuai. It could also be their grade. It could be a lot of things, but that was a really good example of what coffee, even the specialty coffees, will look like. Let's just do one more of these. So another Hawaiian Katura light roast. I don't know if I have a picture of the Katura there, but the Katura bean is the fruit turns yellow instead of red. So it's known to be a denser bean, and um, we only all of Kona only grew for like 500 pounds of this. So if we go online and look up Katura, you're gonna see even like Panamanian Katura, Colombian Katura. Nothing wrong with their coffee, just lower labor costs. Even those are running, you know, pretty expensive. All right, I think that's it. I don't want to waste my shots on this because I only have a few of these, so I don't want to run too many of those. So that's the Katura. Um, it is a far rarer and more valuable variety than even the Kona. The Kona is a Arabica typica, which means it's the standard Arabica. I think 99% of the world's coffee being grown that is Arabica is a typica. Now, what I'm running now is 100% estate. This one's on sale. So I don't know, if we ask ChatGPT how much an estate coffee typically goes for, let's ask him. Where's my little daughter? Let's see. How much does a Kona estate coffee typically go for? And ChatGPT is like, they're the they're the authority. So they're saying a pound goes for 40 to 70 bucks is what they're finding for your estate grade. And so this one would be on the lowest end of that in terms of what you guys are paying. At 21, you guys are getting the low end of that. Whereas this coffee, we charge 70 bucks on our website because I know this coffee is the sweeter stuff. And we do pay a premium and to our workers and all that stuff. There are coffees here that are picked unripe and will be sour and bitter. And it's hard for people to sell that because you expect Kona coffee to be sweet. So this one is a Kona Estate, and it's $21 for the 8 ounce, which is maybe $6 less than we're usually running it. It's an Estate Dark, so it is the 100% Kona coffee. The 8 ounce bags will make you 16 to 24 cups of coffee. The Estate, I would say, is probably the best one for an espresso because it includes the top four grades of denser beans, so you will bring out some of the nuttiness, some of the sugars in the coffee that you wouldn't necessarily find in the Hawaiian. The Hawaiian is a little bit less dense, so it cooks a little bit deeper, and so the flavor profile is just a little bit less complex. This is our 100% Estate, which includes the top four grades. Prime, number one, fancy, and extra fancy. It's a denser bean than the Hawaiian, so it'll be a little bit nuttier, and a richer flavor. So really good for espresso. There's almost no defects in this coffee. It's been state inspected to have less than 1% defects. We also have an 8 ounce bag of our medium estate. Similar thing. And this is an 8 ounce bag of our medium estate. This one is the one that I think professional cuppers would recommend you use to make an espresso. Give me one sec, guys. I know I'm also frozen, but I like how Whatnot keeps a hot mic when you have to change windows. That's actually a nice. I'm gonna get a batch of natural coffee too. That's a little bit different. And I'm hoping to get that 50 pounds of the off grade for you guys too. Yeah, so this is our Kona Estate Medium. This is I would say, the best deal right now because it is 100% Kona coffee, and you can get it for 21 bucks for 8 ounces, which is, I mean, I keep on Whatnot selling it for 90 bucks a pound. So a natural coffee, JD. I'm getting some natural coffee. Probably won't be a few weeks before I have that ready. I found a guy who has a batch of natural coffee, but I got to get it milled. And the natural coffee will be natural process. Yep, I found a small amount of natural processed coffee. That one will. I haven't tasted it yet, so I don't know what it's going to taste like. So we'll taste it first. I always try to taste my coffee first. Yeah, it's a little bit different. Coffee, you got to keep it changing, right? Coffee's a lot like wine, and you can eventually. I know you guys you're gonna leave me, and you're gonna go look for another more interesting coffee. You're gonna come back eventually, but you will want to leave me. You will wander. You know, you're gonna have like you will wander a little bit. I know it, and it's okay. It's okay. I need you guys to try all different kinds of coffee. Before you get married to my coffee, you're gonna have to go around Definitely, exactly. You gotta try it out. Otherwise, you're gonna be drinking this coffee, and you're just gonna be like, I love this coffee, but what else is out there? And so you gotta try other coffees too. I've only had Blue Mountain once, and it's from TJ Maxx. I remember the beans were really big, but it was old. So it depends. Kevcha, I saw you on another stream, and I was like, I haven't seen Kevcha for a while. What's he been up to? And there you are. Got fresh from Jamaica. That Yeah, Jamaican coffee is the only coffee. What do you want, Willa? You want a cookie? You mean the red ones? I don't have those. You want baby crackers? I don't have the cookies. I'm sorry. You just want me to look for them? My daughter wants cookies. She's not happy. Oh, some of you guys are gonna be like, that kid's gonna be spoiled. And I think you're right. You've been around. Came back to me though. Uh I don't have cookies, Willa. Probably gonna be on for about an hour. I'm sorry, Willa. Probably out for an hour, guys. Most beautiful parking lots. Here's my little balls here. The most beautiful parking lots in the world are in Hawaii. Here's the beautiful parking lot I'm sitting at right now. I don't have the red cookies, Willow. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She wants the red cookies. All right, guys. Most beautiful park. You should see the parking lot at Kmart. Oh my god, that parking lot is freaking amazing. The Kmart parking lot. So if you guys ever come to Hawaii, most beautiful parking lots in the world, and they're always empty too. There's no one here, which is the best part and the worst part about Hawaii is interesting. I've never had that either. I'm sort of a coffee prude. I have to admit it. I'm a coffee prude. Now the last Kmart shut down. Last Kmart shut down a few weeks ago. Best place to go. I'd say the volcano is pretty awesome. So if you're ever in Hawaii, the volcano is pretty awesome. You can't beat the volcano. It's pretty awesome there. Do the volcano hike. You could spend 2 days there. It's just another world. It's magical there. So 2, 3, 4 days, you can spend all your time at the volcano. All right, let's do some samples. Let's do some. So we got. Now you want the baby crackers? I love having a little daughter. It's the cutest thing in the world. All right. We got 2 ounce pea berry sampler. You know what? I'm gonna run this at a $1 start. I'll do a bunch of $1 starts for you guys today. And you guys get 2 ounces. 2 ounces looks like this. Oh, I'm not doing the $1 starts anymore because Umar picked it up for 9, and I'm not gonna. I need to respect. Did he just bid against himself? Did you just bid against yourself? Are you even there, Umar? Sometimes it looks like maybe you made a mistake. Bid on that by mistake. You are. You're there. So that's our pea berry here. We'll do another $9. Pea berry is the rarest of all our coffees. It's actually going to be a lot denser. It's very hard to find. It's even hard for me to find. I've been able to find more pea berry in the last month than I've been able to find in the year. So I'm enjoying this pea berry glut right now, but it's not going to last. Like you try to find pea berry on the mainland, you're actually not going to be able to find it. It's it's hard to find because not all farmers pull the pea berry out, and then it's got a buttery taste to it. It tastes like sweet, smooth, has a real honey finish to it, like tastes like bees honey. which is very different than our Kona. Everything else about it is almost the same. It's just fruitier. Has this ferment. Not it's not a fermented honey finish, but it's a honeyed finish, um, and it tastes buttery. It's got a lot of oils in it. You like the peaberry, Umar? Did you get to try some of it already? Here's our 2 ounce dark Hawaiian. This is 2 ounces here. Also makes 4 8-ounce cups. Usually, especially with the pea berry, you're usually getting more than 2 ounces. The denser the coffee, the more you're getting in these 2 ounce bags because we actually do it by volume and not by weight. At least my packers do. So, hey, Mac the Knife, how you doing? And so this is 2 ounce of our dark Hawaiian. This is a 2 ounce sampler. Makes 4 8-ounce cups of coffee. The dark Hawaiian tastes like a dark chocolate caramel. It's extremely smooth. There's no bitterness in here because of how we pick the coffee. So all of our coffee is picked by hand, drink in the dark. And you told me you made a video. I wanna bookmark that, but you don't have to share that. You don't have to let me know where you made it if you don't want to. And do 3 pounds of our Kona Estate for 120. So if you want 3 pounds of our Estate medium, this will make you like 100 cups or more of coffee. Last you for a while. Throw it in the freezer. It'll be good for up to a year. You got to remember when you buy your coffee in the stores, your coffee was roasted 18 months ago. So if your best by date says, July 2026, it means it was roasted in January of 2025, which blows my mind. It's like a time capsule. Uh, I appreciate that. I will subscribe, Magnet Knife. You gotta get 50 subscribers to simulcast, and I think simulcasting does help. Every little bit helps, right? Mac the Knife Blade Show. I'll check that out. So the medium coffee estate is probably the best value for your espresso. You can make on an 8 ounce. You'll make 16 double shots of coffee, which is just like $1.25 per double shot. Really good value, and this is going to be the best espresso you've ever tried, just because it's so sweet. It's going to be so rich and fruity. You'll get all the subtle notes of the coffee and the espresso. For espresso, our best espresso roast is the medium and the dark. I would say Kona Estate will be the best value. Extra fancy may give you the most subtlety, but just a small difference between the. And in fact, the Estate Kona has about 25% of it's going to be your extra fancy beans. It does have those extra fancy beans in it. I got to follow. Well, I had a friend who was really into knives, and he went to jail. And then he went to jail. All right, guys. I've had a lot of friends go to jail. I hang out with people I shouldn't hang out with. Not a lot. Like three friends go to jail. One went to jail like 3, 4 times, but every time he went, he'd only go for a few months, and then he'd be out. And I was like, "What is going on with you? Like, why are you?" This kid burned down a place of worship. He robbed some hipsters. He assaulted a cop, and every time goes into jail for like the longest he was in jail was like 8 months, and then he got out. I was like, I'm glad you're my buddy, I guess, because otherwise you might be robbing me. Anyway, all right, we got a Hawaiian dark next. This Hawaiian dark roast is the best value of all of our coffee. Laser engraving, nice, nice. And this one will give you 20, 24 to 36 cups of coffee. This one tastes like a dark chocolate caramel. It's extremely smooth, and the smoothness in our coffee is due to the fact that we pick all of our coffee by hand. We we do not pick any coffee with a machine. It's by law. We have to pick our coffee by hand here. It has to be an Arabica. It has to be above 14/64 of an inch to be called Hawaiian coffee. So the even smaller beans go into our off grade, which we're not allowed to tell people comes from Hawaii. So I got to call it like Big Island coffee or American coffee, dirty American coffee. But You want cow milk? Let me go get you some. I'll be right back, Lola. Here's the beach. It's hot as hell out here. Our beaches are undeveloped. Oh god. The hell? Darn it. Just blew up. Oops. So here's our beaches, guys. My pop. I'll be right back. Be right back, guys. You guys are. This is raw. This is raw. This is my life here. All right. Thanks for bearing with me. That's a Hawaiian guy, right there. Oh my god. All right. Sorry, guys. So we're raw, live at the beach, live in Hawaii. You guys can see up there. That's where the coffee is grown in those mountains. I'll be back there tomorrow. Right now, I'm in town. Hella hobbies. 426, guys. Yeah, I had this one buddy who was really into knives. He loved those flip blades, and he had one that he said was banned. He loved band knives. I don't know if any guys sell band knives. I don't know how you get away with it, but I was really into throwing knives for a while. I got really good at throwing knives, and then I threw my arm out. But I got so good at throwing knives that I could throw spoons. Private sales, you know the secrets. He kind of dressed like your photo too. He was really into dressing nice. Scared the shit out of me, that guy. But I hung out with him like every day. The more you scare me, the more I want to hang out with you. Probably not the best strategy either. So scared the shit out of me. All right, guys. I like being scared. I love horror movies. My wife won't let me watch them though. Not allowed to watch horror movies. All right. I'm gonna let you guys get a bag of this light medium Hawaiian Katura. I'm gonna charge you $30 for 12 ounces. So if you want it, this is the light medium. The Katura is the rarest, right? We only have 50 pounds of this. I'm out of the Kona Katura, so that's already gone. This is the last of our Katuras. I have 50 pounds of the light, 50 pounds of the dark. This one, this one will taste like the Kona Katura. And what that means is this is the only coffee that's not coming off the same trees as our other coffees. It's uh, it's gonna be more savory. I didn't know coffee could be savory, but this coffee is savory, almost like an onion type thing going on with it. Uh, Coffee fruit is really complex. It actually tastes like on the outside, it tastes the skin tastes like a red pepper. So it literally tastes like a pepper. The fruit tastes like a cherry, and then it's got like kind of a tomato hint of tomatoes. The seed is almost like a tomato, it's just a giant tomato seed. So it is really complex. And it's got that's just Kona coffee. Like it can change depending on a lot. Like some coffees are fruit, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, our coffee is just easy to drink. It's like a dessert wine. It's like a pastry. You know, it's simple, it's sweet, it's sugary, it tastes like chocolate. But there is other coffees, even though they're sour, they're fruity, they're floral, they've got like literally like blueberries, cherries, like all sorts of flavors. Coffee is almost in a way like weed, where it has the terpenes of all different other fruits and vegetables in it. And I don't know how that happened, but it is actually more complex than wine in terms of the number of compounds in the coffee. So how you brew the coffee makes a big difference. Torta. That sounds interesting. You know, I actually, off the top of my head, so I do think our dark roast tastes. I used to compare it to a churro. I don't know if that's churros are maybe a kind. Not really. Are they related to tortas? They got the same, you know, fried dough taste to it. So definitely, maybe I would say the dark roast has that feeling to it. And what we're watching now is the light Katura. Let's do some more 2-ounce samplers. I do an extra fancy medium. So we were talking about the best coffee for espresso. I would say that is the extra fancy medium here. I can run some nibs too. So here's a 2-ounce bag of our extra fancy medium, and this one, I would say, if you're looking for just the fanciest bean you've ever seen, the biggest, most dense, most pretty, yeah, they're 4 times bigger than coffee from other regions of the world. So this is going to be the biggest bean you've seen anywhere in the world. Going for $1 for this 2-ounce sampler. Finn girl, you probably did something right. Oh, 88 Duke swoops in. Still, this is easily $100 a pound coffee, and you guys are getting it for 3, which is 24. So Finn girl, you must have done something right today. But that tells me we don't have the audience to run these $1 starts. So we're gonna just have to run the stuff at the price I need to get for them, which is fine too, right? I try to give you guys the most reasonable price that I can deal with. And let me see. I don't. Where are my nibs? Hope I'm not out of them. The nibs are made from the Hawaiian cacao seed, and darn it, my nibs. My nibs are not available. Where are my nibs? All my nibs are out. Darn it. Mm, yeah, my nibs are not in stock. I gotta have it here somewhere. Hold on a sec. Here we go. Got them. All right. So these are our nibs. They're made from the cacao seed and just raw cacao. To make chocolate, you basically take nibs and you got to separate the cacao liqueur, which is the dark chocolate, from the cocoa butter. And I think you just heat it up and the core melts and just drips out. So this is before that happens. And I run these for $8. Sweet iced coffee. Um, you like the sweet coffee. I would suggest getting the dark roast then, and if you like to mix milk or sugar or into that stuff, the dark roast does the best on that. Um, LNZY. I will. Is that your name? We only have cacao tea. Sometimes we do a cinnamon leaf tea. Um, we're selling coffee, Cole Football. This is coffee from Hawaii. I'm in Hawaii right now. I'm at, and that's all I got for you right now, Cole. That's why you're looking, because the algorithm decided that that's what you needed to see. I did a $1 start by mistake on these 4-ounce Hawaiian cacao, and now this is well, then it's and yeah, does look it does look that way, doesn't it? So here's a 4-ounce Hawaiian cacao nibs, and this is only $1. So I'm gonna do so maybe lightning could get 2 and average down your price. And this is raw Hawaiian chocolate. Hawaiian chocolate is less bitter and more fruity than chocolate from other regions of the world. And so, yeah, sorry I ran that second one by mistake. So those are the only nibs I got here for you guys. Let's see. We did the dark Hawaiian. We did extra fancy. We got some samplers of the medium estate. If you want these in 2 ounces. And the dark Hawaiian, I'll run some samples of the dark Hawaiian for you too. That's a good one to start with. You don't want to stick them up your butthole. I'm not sure about that. Cacao tea is made from the husk of the cocoa seed. So it's the peel of the cocoa seed. And I'll do an auction on that since you had to pay $8, even though that's not a terrible. But I'll do an auction on that for you, so maybe you can get it for a little bit less than weight 8. And it's made from the husk of the cacao plant. It is it's going to be more water soluble. So it's the best way to be able to brew chocolate into water, hot water. So if you want to add chocolate flavor into your coffee, or you want to make a tea out of it, you want to brew it, you want to just grind it up into your espresso, your drip, it brews really well. Whereas if you're taking just hot chocolate and trying to brew it, it doesn't brew well, right? You guys probably have tried it before. It really doesn't brew well, especially if you're putting a filter on there. You know, the fat just. You want to get up? Where do you want to go? You want to walk around the beach? You want to go to Ross stores? All right, all right. Let's plan on. I did that again. I'm sorry, Lightning. Uh, I'm not gonna run it again for anyone else. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not. I was talking to my daughter. All right, $8. If you want the cacao tea, it's $8. That's what we normally run it at, and it's the peel. So it brews really well. It's calming. You get this strong chocolate flavor without the chocolate mess. And all right, I'm gonna have to go. So if you guys have any last requests, let me know. I'm gonna run a dark Hawaiian for you. Okay, Willow. I'm gonna wrap up. Okay, and then we'll go. Here's a 4-ounce bag, 2-ounce bag of the Hawaiian dark, and this one's a great one to start with. If you like if you're typically doing mixed drinks, you want to do a darker roast. It blends better. It tastes like coffee, and if you guys have any last requests, let me know. Okay, Willow, we're gonna go. We're gonna go. I gotta go, guys. I gotta make her the priority. All right, guys. I'm gonna send you guys. Who is that person who wanted me to raid them? Willow, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Who was this guy who wanted me to? Willow, I'm going. LNZYB. Let's try to raid you to LNZYB. There we go. Antiques. All right, here's the raid.